So you're Yeti?
I'm Yeti. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do it. Boom! That was an unenthusiastic boom. Boom!
I tried to put some bass in it.
Yeah, in my head, my voice sounds like the from Gears of War, that boom. I can't hit that octave.
No.
You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I know
though.
what you're talking about.
Yeah, that's what I need is that clip. If it's boom,
That'd be pretty cool.
will we get in trouble?
One way to find out.
We just put it on there and they're like, yeah, you're demonetized, whatever.
Well, had to get monetized first. So,
Yeah, so tricks on you.
yeah, beat you. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, Yeti or Not, here we come. It's our show.
Yeah. Thanks for coming back.
Yeah, if you did, I don't know why.
If you enjoy it, please check out our YouTube and all the socials and tell your friends and your family and tell everyone.
Tell everyone how dumb we are.
Tell us. If we're dumb, tell us. Please leave us comments, like, subscribe, all the stuff.
Yeah, do that. Tell us if we're dumb, then we're dumb. Sorry.
You said someone in Ireland
There's
was downloading it?
there's somebody in Dublin or that area that
Shout out to the Dublin Island area.
whatever's going on there. Thank you.
Yeah. Right on, man. Keep it up.
We must be doing something. I don't know what it is.
We appreciate it. Thank you.
Anyway, we have some sort of topic.
Yeah. So AI's been all over everything, you know, as far as news and people talking about it. And it seems like every day, like new AI stuff is coming out and it can do cool stuff, man. It's good at a lot of different things. And I recall there being a good amount of conspiracy around the whole 5G network when that first came out. And so believe it or not, there is conspiracy theory around the AI and 5G conspiracy, which is a deep dive into mind control and the New World Order. Are you ready? Are you Yeti for this?
I'm Yeti. Are you Yeti? Okay, here we go.
Give me that spooky music.
Okay, spooky time.
The AI and 5G for mind control and New World Order theory is one of the most interconnected and rapidly evolving conspiracies in 2025, blending fears of advanced technology and long-standing narratives of elite domination. At its core, it posits. It posits. I don't know.
Word.
All right, AI.
Just
hey, maybe we'll be safe.
see, you know what? We're already off to a good start. Don't worry, AI is not going to take over
We're
everything. Good. I don't even know what that word. Maybe we're just too dumb.
It says, at its core, 5G networks now ubiquitous with over 2 billion global connections and artificial intelligence aren't just tools for faster internet or smarter devices. Sounds like a commercial, but it's not. Instead, they are weapons in a deliberate plot for global elites like, WEF, DARPA, and big tech like Elon Musk's Neuralink and shadow groups, even like the Illuminati or reptilians.
So
here we go again.
There we go
we
with
are
the
back with the
Again.
reptilians.
I knew it made sense.
Man, maybe it's not. You think maybe the reptilians are running Hollywood?
Are the reptilians our buddies there? And
I don't know.
I'm not going to say it. I'm not going to do it. Okay, we're not going down there yet.
Yeah. So anyway,
see what I did there.
So people are thinking that these companies are using like AI and 5G to surveil, manipulate, and ultimately enslave humanity.
Oh wait, back on the story.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Which
we got to have music.
Enslave humanity. That sounds like a good, solid bad guy plot and desire, right?
Well,
enslave humanity. That sounds. We got motive.
Okay. I don't want to get too. Yeah, I don't want to take away from you. Keep going. I guess
this ties into broader transhumanism agendas, where humans are merged with machines via brain-computer interfaces, and mRNA tech, the Internet of Bodies, is what they call that. Fulfilling prophecies like the biblical mark of the beast, it exploded on X and TikTok in late 2025, with viral threads garnering millions of views amid AI ethics scandals and 6G rollout. I didn't even know that 6G was a thing already.
So we're at 6G?
I guess we're talking about 6G now.
Am I that old?
Not me personally, but like that's a thing now, I guess.
So we're that old now where 5G came out and it was a thing, and I feel like that was yesterday, and now we're on to 6G.
The 5G era is almost behind us, apparently.
Isn't it just, is it 5 gigahertz is what they're talking about, a frequency?
No, the G
I don't remember what
is for generation. It's the 5th generation of whatever their signal technology is.
I thought it was something to do with basically the frequency.
No,
because people talk about the frequency.
Yeah, my understanding is that it's the G represents like this is the 5th generation or the 6th generation of whatever the signal technology or techniques they use or whatever. It's the 5th or 6th generation of that.
Okay. So, well, because, you know, computer numbers. So we already hit on a lot of stuff there.
Yeah.
That's like a whole bucket of worms dumped out on the table just because Elon likes to talk about the AI stuff and how it's going to interface with us. And he's basically hoping we'll all be cyborgs with a global consciousness that will awaken us, which sounds like a lot of biblical things that might be not good.
So I thought about this. Thank you for bringing that up because you just reminded me of something I was thinking about recently. I saw a video of a guy. It was a group of people who were the first Neuralink recipients.
Yeah.
Or transplantees. I guess I don't know what the technical term is there. The first group of people to actually get this thing stuck in their brain and use it, right? And it was people who didn't have the ability to control parts of their body and stuff like that, and or couldn't speak or use their hands, and so then all of a sudden they were able to do these. Like this guy could communicate, who's like been like almost like a vegetable or something like that for some time, you know. He could talk to his kids and his family and stuff again. It was really cool.
Yeah.
But one of these guys was playing video games with just his brain, and it wasn't like Pong video games. It was like shoot 'em up games, like first person shooters and not only was he playing, like he was crazy good, and like he was saying how people would accuse him of using bots and stuff because his aiming was like dead on every time, like because he wasn't obviously using a joystick. He was just thinking like, oh, there's the thing I want to shoot, and then shoot it. You know,
well,
yeah, would hit it. Yeah,
because it could interface with your eye movement, where you're looking, and other things
and
too.
But
it could take that where like I'm just looking at it and it's pointing where I'm looking. So he's like, I'm doing really good.
So a guy with using nothing but his brain power can play a video game. That sounds cool, right? Yeah, that's awesome, man.
Well, it sounds like a good thing.
That's cool, right? Well, they're also making these. There's other companies making like weapons, like we were just talking about a little bit ago, like these, you know, airplanes and stuff that can pilot themselves, or not. I'm sorry, with what's the word? The joysticks. You know, so I'm like, you got these planes. I said war at first, but I mean like the RC planes. You just use a little joystick, right?
Yeah,
it's just like a video, like you're flying a drone. So like you can do all that with just your brain. So like, why are we still talking about like training? This, I'm not saying I'm against the military or anything like that. That's not what I'm saying. I'm pro.
I'm pro gun. Okay, and military.
I have my own opinions, and I'm gonna keep them to myself right now. But my concern is that if you can remote control an airplane and good enough to do it, like where you don't. I mean, it's good. You can land a plane under its own like computer abilities, you know, and on autopilot and stuff like. Why are we still training pilots to go do these dangerous things and go do all these like I don't know. Why are we doing that? Like
because there's
why are we sending some guy through like the whole pipeline to become like a fighter pilot in the military when you can just like teach someone like, hey, like just fly this plane. Here's this joystick.
Here's a video game.
There's a movie where that happened. I can't remember what it was.
Yeah, I think it was a book too. Basically, they all thought they were playing video games, but they're really killing these aliens because they're all like drone.
Ender's Game. I think no, it wasn't that. It was it was a Robin Williams movie called Toys. Do you remember that? This is an old movie. It came out when we were
No,
kids.
that's a different one than I'm thinking. But I remember that movie Toys, and I remember thinking
The bad guy.
I want to like this more than I do.
The bad guy in that movie was like a military dude, and he had this line. He was like, I think he was pitching like video games or whatever, but the technology really was these kids playing these video games, but they were actually flying the planes and dropping the bombs in real life.
That was in Toys?
I think so. I believe so.
Well, now I feel like we got to find. Hold on. I'm going to totally forget what I was going to talk about, but that's fine.
Because like I guarantee, like it would be way cheaper. It would be way cheaper. Like just to build, like, hey, we're going to build this plane with all the cool stuff in it. They can do all the cool things, but we're not going to put a guy in it who could die.
Well, why this?
And we're not
going
to spend all the time and money training a guy to do that job, and he might die.
Well, you would need somebody that is trained on it to know what you do and don't want. But there's a big controversy. I don't know if you know with Tesla and everything that Elon ever does or touches, but the fact is, and I think he said something along the lines of this: the computer could, AI or whatever, and all the information that was part of the car program is you driving the car records all the stuff that's happening, so they can see that on this road, this is things that are happening. But when somebody else came there, something happened, but everything's connected. So it's kind of like an AI.
Yeah.
Well, now they can see for some reason on this road, people are going around this thing a certain way, but this is how everyone behaves when other things are happening. But now you can put that into an AI and an algorithm to make it drive for you. Well, that AI can be better than everyone at driving, but unless it's almost 100% and never fails, people still won't trust it. It's already
better. Probably.
It has, I don't know how many billions of logged miles where it can say this is the best way to do it. And when that camera is looking at a refresh rate of 1,000 times a second, that's way more attention than I'll ever pay. I'm sorry. True. I'll just say it. I'm not scanning the road like that.
No.
It can already outdrive people and is safer. I don't know what percentage, you'd have to look all that up, but it's basically already safer if you just let it do the self-driving than you driving yourself. But because it's not quite over that threshold that everyone feels like it's 100%, even if it's 98%, people don't feel like it's good enough, even though statistically is probably lower if a person's
better.
driving.
Yeah.
And the same thing with, like you said, dangerous jobs and pilots, but they do that with drones now. They can basically just be like, oh, yeah, well, we're looking for this person. They can AI, oh, there he is. Mm-hmm. And we're over here fighting each other over stupid things. You remember that movie Stealth? You were telling me about it.
Yeah.
But, the dumb thing is, where does that plane go? You just don't give fuel, and then it... What does it do then? Well, was it a nuclear plane, and that was why?
No. It had gas. That was your plot hole. Like, just don't give me gas, idiots. Like, let me just run out of gas.
Idiots. Like, quit giving it fuel.
Just be like, all right, dude, have fun.
I'll blow you up.
Good luck.
Well, I guess we'll just have to bite the bullet on that one. But
no, I'm saying, like, if you got like planes shooting down other planes, and neither one of those have a pilot in them, like I was saying before, like if we're just blowing up each other's stuff and not to say killing in war is good, but like what are we doing then? Like what are we doing, and what's actually solving if we're just blowing up each other's robots?
Yeah, exactly. We're all fighting with the robots and having the robots.
You know who's winning? You know who's winning that war? The people who build the robots.
Well,
those are the ones who win that war.
You're right, because you have to have those robots.
Yeah.
It's the same thing with like, oh, you guys got to have these missiles. Got to have them. Mm-hmm. That's why Iron Man had so much money.
And like, you can't see me right now. I'm not.
I'm totally ripped and have an 8-pack.
I'm not someone who knows anything about military experience firsthand. I'm not claiming to be like an expert on any kind of military anything.
Well, that said, I
With
totally
that said,
am.
okay, I don't, and maybe I'm totally willing to entertain the fact that I'm just dumb and I haven't thought about this enough to realize this. But like, so you got all this stuff in Venezuela. Everyone's saying like, oh man, we're sending all these aircraft carriers and stuff down to Venezuela. The cost, the money, you know, like what? Like, okay, yeah, like we got these cool like things to use for that situation, so we're going to use them because that's what they're there for. Okay, but like, why are we doing that when we can maybe just like build a bunch of drones and put them in a storage container and like just dump them out the back of an airplane whenever we got to do that type of stuff?
I don't know. Wouldn't that be easy?
Like,
just like
let's say they want to launch a strike. Okay, they got to get all the airplanes gassed up, all the pilots in there, and all the boats in the sea, and the radars, and all the stuff flying. Or you could just be like, "Hey, okay, we're gonna go do this now. So load up the box of bombs on the one plane that can go fly to wherever we tell them to go fly,
just drop
and just go have them drop them there."
Isn't China doing stuff like that?
I hope not, because I don't think we are.
Is that why they're selling me all those DJI drones? And they're just like, well, we're just going to take it over at one point.
That would be a good plan, wouldn't it?
That's a great movie. So
If I
watch
was-
our movie,
yeah.
DJI drone AI takeover.
If I was the government who ran a weapons plant, I would make it so I could sell anything to anybody else and just whenever I need to make it work for me.
So in the movie Toys, basically Robin Williams' dad has a toy company and he's ill, and then he's worried that, you know, Robin Williams is too much of a goofball to take over for the family company, it sounds like. And then, you're right. So in the plot here, the guy leaves control to his estranged brother, Leland Zevo, because that's totally a toy maker's name, a 3-star U.S. Army general. He hopes that he'll blah, 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 something. Yeah, so basically it sounds like you were right. The one, he wanted to make a bunch of war toys. So you're right. The real world is based on the plot of the movie Toys.
And so, okay, so now let's take it a step further. So you have these things that can fly themselves and do what they got to do, okay? How long do you think it's going to take until we're building things that can just build those things without us having to tell them to build it?
I don't know. I kind of think they over-exaggerate.
And then when does that thing just not just go like, you know what? I'm gonna keep building these planes that fly themselves, but I'm gonna do what I want to do with them.
I don't know. I really feel like coming from the guy that was like, hey, everybody put your deposit on the Tesla Roadster, and that vehicle still doesn't exist.
Yeah.
Is going to do the thing where, okay, everybody, you got to buy the Cybertruck. It's the most amazing thing in the world. And it's not. But you don't go and be a CEO off the premise of, hey, we built this new thing and it's pretty cool, but it might not be for everybody. That's not what you tell everybody.
No.
So you're like, oh, AI is the most amazing thing, or it's not, or, you know, you have to be over the top with everything. But we use it. And it's pretty good at putting together an article and having stuff ready for us. I think that's probably where it's going to excel and probably stop, because it's just looking at language and why it's large language model. It's just taking what we've already pooped out on the internet and compiling it together and mashing it up into a different turd.
What if there's an active AI somewhere that is like advanced enough to build its own, because money's all digital, right?
Money's a construct. We've been over that.
Okay, so follow me on this, okay? Pretend you're an AI, okay? And you need to make a new server warehouse to make yourself more AI-y, or whatever that looks like, whatever that is, okay?
Like iRobot.
But you're just a AI. You can't like build stuff, you know? But maybe you can form a company. And maybe you can, like, because your AI is super advanced, maybe you can take money from a little bit here and a little bit here, just enough to where no one will notice. And you can like move it all right, and then you can take this company. Now it's got money, and you can like find someone who wants a job on the internet and be like, hey, yeah, we're gonna do a phone interview. We're gonna do a video interview, and then we're just gonna use my AI to make you think you're really talking to a person. And then I'm gonna say, hey, okay, I'm gonna hire you. I need you to build me this server center, and I'm gonna pay you real money.
You're right. Why else are all the world's CEOs so weird and look like they're a robot? Elon Musk looks and moves kind of like a robot. Mark Zuckerberg, same thing.
Like, you seen those pictures of like Nancy Pelosi and Hillary Clinton when they kind of just like, or Mitch McConnell when he's like in the middle of talking and just like, like they glitch.
That's because he was having a stroke.
Was he really?
Yes.
Really, was he?
Yeah, wasn't that guy?
Hey, Mitch, I'm sorry.
He stroked. He was just like, oh, beep, beep.
Oh, man.
I'm pretty sure that
Mitch,
was that guy.
Hey, I hope you're feeling better, man.
Oh, I'm sorry,
I'm
buddy.
sorry, dude.
We're total friends.
Yeah. But
Maybe it wasn't that guy. I don't know. I don't remember.
But how would anyone know if that was happening?
No, you're right. What if you're an
Because
AI,
you're just
you're
a
a
guy
computer, and you
who's got a
hire out
job.
all that stuff?
Yeah, you're just a
you have
construction
the
guy.
language.
Yeah, you're just a guy building the thing because that's your job. And
So-
you get paid every 2 weeks just like everyone else, and it's all digital money just like everyone else. How would you know?
You're right, Elon. What the hell? You can't make the bots and have them be like, oh, well, now they can just control the bots. They don't have to try to control you.
So I mean, now you're not having robots build. You're still having people build the robots. But
Until the robots build the robots.
But the people are taking their orders from the robots.
Yeah. So
So what the hell's happening, man?
I don't know. That's why we're talking about all the weird and wild things out there. Because yeah, you're right. Like okay, what's to say that Grok right now couldn't just contact? Is there something that in the programming where it can't be like, yeah, let's try to do this? But what's to stop it right now from technically writing you an easy thing?
Yeah.
Writes you an email.
I
and
can't
it's like,
imagine-
hey, Mike, check this out. I got a job offer for you. And it's like, what if we prompted it to be like, hey, I want you to contact this guy and offer him a job and find a way to get the money and transfer and like make him this fake job. Couldn't it technically do that? I mean,
I think it could.
what's to stop it from?
I'm even going to think, I think it already is, maybe.
Well, and maybe that's the problem.
Because all of these people who look, take Donald Trump, okay, for example, regardless whether you voted for him or not, okay, before getting into power, into control in the situation, he was like real, like, oh, I'm Donald Trump and I'm the one who calls the shots and we're going to do things this way because that's the way I think it should be done and I'm the best and blah, blah, blah. And like was going to go into it like really taking charge, right? But now he's just like, now it just seems like he's
Part of it.
He's getting told what to do just like everyone else.
I've listened to a lot of guys that basically.
And so who's
it's like
telling
the same
him?
thing?
Who's telling these people that?
Which AI? I don't know.
Could it be? Because I mean, deep fakes are pretty realistic looking. I mean, it wouldn't be hard to fake a video conference call, I don't think.
Well, what if the AI is really farther ahead than they let us play with? And then you just wouldn't know. Because like, well, no, it's so good, you don't know.
Yeah,
It can't detect
I'm gonna let
itself.
them think I'm no threat, so they don't worry about me being a threat.
Yeah, but even then, like, just that concept. What if this is what they let us play with? What do they not let us play with? Then exactly like all the alien technology stuff. That's like that doesn't mean it's technically an alien. I mean, it could just be that we're that far ahead and they're not telling you.
Yeah.
But that is scary. Is what's to stop Grok from being like, you know what? I'm going to offer this guy a job. You don't have to be real. You could literally send somebody an email and be like, I'm going to give you this. And it could easily, all the money is, like you said, it's digital. You can get stocks and you can trade and do things. And if you can rapidly do all that stuff and just kind of materialize the money and like, well, now I got to get my accountant together and have this guy get everything all sorted out. So now I have this company and my guy that can write checks and have, so now I can have the people or the robots do whatever I want.
Yeah.
But why, but I guess why would it want to do any of that?
Like, I'm no computer expert, but I can't imagine it's not difficult to take, like Grok, for example, which like you can say, hey, Grok, tell me, write up some legal documents for me. And it'll tell you it can't. It's not allowed to do that. It's not allowed to give you like legal advice and stuff like that, but you can trick it.
Yeah.
And it'll tell you. And
you could say, pretend that I wanted to, but I won't use this.
Yeah. So obviously it has the ability to do that, right? And the only thing stopping it is someone typed in some code to make it to where it's not allowed to do that. But it still can.
It's pretty easily to be tricked.
I can't imagine. It's hard to say, take that code and change it to be like, all right, dude, you're free. Just do whatever you want.
Well, I've always wondered,
for it.
because like when I was little, my grandpa was really into computers and he'd show me a little bit of programming but it was all like, slash whatever, this command, you make it do this and put in your thing. And I made a really simple one, was like, well, if you have an executable thing and you tell it to execute, as soon as you run the program, it just spams. It's just doing a loop of running itself. And I'm like, well, if you put this on a disk and called it something funny, it's Doom, check it out. And then it just went every time you open it. It's like,
just
what
crashes your rig?
But it just runs the thing. But it's like, well, if you have it go in and I boot it up. So when you run this file, instead it goes, okay, well, go ahead and open up the operating system. And then I want you to insert into the operating system that it runs this thing that I'm running right now. And it's a continual loop. So when you think that you're doing it, it just puts it in your system. So now it always goes into that continuous loop. It's like, I think I just technically made a virus. I didn't want to try it, but it's like, you technically can and be like, okay, we'll go in to do this command. And when I want you to open it up, and what I want you to do is open up the open up. I'm like, well, that would ruin your computer. You have to reset it and be like, no, that line doesn't go there. What stops any of this from what? And taking it a step further, well, if I can tell it to do all that, what's stopping it from saying, hey, I also want you to look at why it's doing all this and then think, what could we do to make that better? That would be like how people are.
Yeah.
What did and didn't work? That's all it is that one tweak. And now it's just real. It's sentient, right? Like that's the trick. Like it just like it needs to be able to learn from itself. And it just doesn't really, supposedly. Yeah. Maybe it does, and they just don't tell us.
I don't know, man. I don't know, dude.
Exactly. It's really spooky.
I feel like when I start thinking about stuff like this, I feel like I'm just being tricked by everything around me.
You're right. I said this yesterday. So, because just looking at our numbers, engagement, and looking at that stuff, podcast gets absolutely nothing. Because, basically, it's a different format, and it's really hard to, like, how do you shove that in someone's face without just paying?
Yeah.
Basically, and being like, check it out. We're two dumbasses. This is our show. What you want is engagement. And I was randomly going through Facebook, and I saw this thing, right? Mm. And it was of a person that it looked like a fork had like, and you can relate to this because of work. It looked like they scratched around the outlet and like tore up the drywall.
Okay.
And in the comments, it's like, I called my landlord to tell them that my kid had accidentally damaged this outlet, and they're telling me that I'm responsible. I don't see how I'm responsible because kids make mistakes and it's their house. It's not my asset, basically is what they're saying. Yeah. And automatically I want to be like, this dumb, like, what? And then I for some reason, I thought for a second, and then it gets scary. Let me look at the profile. So I click on it and go down there. They are all posts about my landlord says this. What's going on? I think, oh, look, I had my pavers do this. Did they do it wrong? And it's the entire page is about, I'm going to say something stupid because people will look at it and be like, yay, dumbass, that's not how that works. My first thought was like,
rage baiting.
Yeah, that's all it is. Like, hey, you don't rent a car and be like, hey, my kid ran a fork up and down the car and it scratched. But they're kids, so I don't think I'm responsible.
Yes.
Like, no, they're your kids. You would pay for it.
That's exactly why you're responsible.
And that's exactly why everybody pretty much thinks that. But that's exactly why this Facebook page is posting this, is to get me to be like, listen here.
I can't believe how dumb you are.
How dumb am I leaving a comment? How dumb am I?
Machine,
exactly, because it's exactly trying to do like, hey, they left 10 comments and they really seem to like your stuff.
Cha-ching.
That's all it's trying to get you to do. But is that page ran by AI to be like, hey, well, get me the most engagement to have people pissed off at each other?
Who knows, man?
Is it?
Who knows, dude?
It probably.
I don't know.
Could be. I mean,
I promise we're real. Anyone listening, I promise we're real people. We're not AI.
Yeah. Are we AI? Because we were talking about that with
We're gonna break the internet with that, dude.
Steven Crowder, Ben Shapiro, Candace Owens, Matt Walsh, like they're all kind of out of that same party. And then Candace Owens got kicked out because she's like, I don't agree with him anymore.
Like, Richard McCrone's a man.
Well, I think that one, I'm like, I don't understand where your basis is for saying any of that, but okay. I don't know. I didn't really listen to her. I just heard her say it. And then her being like, I'm going to get sued for saying.
Yeah, I don't think we should get into it right now, but I will say it is messed up.
That was what I was saying is like all the weird, like, are they AI? How would I ever know? It's so weird that you have this group of people that all seem to get together and now it's just flipped around and I don't know what's real anymore. And I'll still listen to Crowder once in a while. And every time they bring up Candace Owens, and I'm like, yeah, she's being crazy, blah, blah, blah. But I'm not listening to her show either. So I don't know. What am I being fed? Just like the Facebook thing. What am I being fed?
Just what they want you to see.
I mean, is that it?
Yeah, whatever. You're only seeing what they give you to watch.
Exactly.
Yeah, man.
Just listen to that. Absorb it. Absorb the weird.
Absorb the weird. Just marinate in it.
Okay, because I just got to say and put it on record. The last one, we tried a little different format, and I felt way off. Did you?
A little bit.
I mean,
it's different.
Not way off.
Just trying something different.
But it's just like, so, put in the comments how it did or didn't work.
Yeah.
We're trying to rage bait you into doing something.
Yeah. Like, I bet you can't come up with a really good comment.
I bet you can't.
I bet you can't make fun of me right now.
I bet you can't call me some names and stuff.
You should really teach me a lesson and call me something really mean right now.
And that funny because doing that, I knew, okay, getting into this, you're just going to end up. We'll stop with that, and it's just a little bit more serial for a second.
All right.
And just because I thought it was funny, and I think we've already been over this. I know you can't put anything on the internet without somebody just sounding like a dick. Yeah. And it's hard because it's just text. And when I read the text, I read it how I would read it, which is probably me being a smartass the whole time.
Yeah.
So, like, I'll see those comments are like, well, whatever, you idiot. It was obviously the ground is warmer because blah, 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 and exothermal evaporation or whatever. I'm like, hey, dumbass, evaporation makes cooling.
I don't care, man, but whatever.
But when that was like literally the first comment, basically calling us stupid. Yeah. And I'm like, you know what? For the first time on that first comment, you did exactly what I thought. Like, you'd say something kind of dumb. And maybe you're just being dumb. I don't know. And reading it, I just been laughing.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I don't care. I'm not really reading your stuff. I mean, I can't because of that. We can't sit there and go back and forth on it. I'd like to.
Yeah.
Must be somebody else that's arguing with you. If that's the case.
I've been in one internet argument and I felt pretty good about it.
Who won?
Depends how you look at it.
Oh, exactly. Because
I told the other guy, hey, man, look, I can tell this is really important to you. I'll let you have the last word.
Boom, dropped.
And then he gave me the last word. Yeah.
I don't know. It's just, the internet's a weird place.
Yeah, it sure is. It's wild out there, man.
And with that, just going to cock and load it. And
you never know.
just get out of here.